2 out of this, maybe 3, depending on what you get on the board, so not too bad. Then we have Consider, which is just an instant that lets us draw cards, and if we get too many lands, we can dump them into the yard. Delver of Secrets, because it's cheap. It can come over the top. We're playing a lot of spells. We like what it's doing here. Fading Hope, I think you've seen this in a lot of decks in Standard right now. This card's absurd. It's just unsummon plus. We're playing 2 Avalanche Caller, because this is another way that if you can get your opponent's creatures tapped down or bounced out the way, you can go ahead and late game just start turning lands into 4/4s and attacking for just 2 mana, which is great. Then we have Durari's Disruption, because 1, it can be a land, so it lets us skimp on mana a little bit, but also gives us a good counterspell to those expensive sweepers. Malevolent Hermit. Card's just good. And again, this is pretty mediocre to bad against the white aggro decks. However, even there, this can be a 2-power blocker, which is necessary sometimes, and then a 2/2 flyer, which is also pretty good. Spectral Adversary. This is kind of a fun and interesting card because you can blink out a bunch of your opponent's stuff to buy you a turn. You can maybe get rid of things they might be able to block with. And it's going to be oftentimes a 3 or 4 power flyer. So love what this does for us for sure. We're playing 2 Suspicious Stowaways just as a way to kind of cycle cards and find our key things. But it is actually a rogue, which does help with their concerted defense as well. And then sometimes just having it be unblockable is going to be enough to work for you. Couple of Divide by Zero. This card is all around good and silly. We also have some learn cards or some lessons, so you can get those. But yeah, this card's another way to bounce things from your opponent's side, really slow them down, so you can just keep nickel and diming them, if you will. And then this is a home for Dragon Turtle. Like, of all things, Dragon Turtle. I really like this card here. 3 mana, 3/5, taps your opponent's stuff. Really just put something big on lockdown so you don't have to worry about a big old threat, which is great, which you just saw in that last game against Mono Green. The Dragon Turtles did a lot of work. We're playing 1 Dream Shackle Geist because I do like what this card's doing. It, again, can keep something on lockdown. Honestly, I would even consider, if you really want to, maybe playing an extra one of these over a Concerted Defense, maybe. That could be realistic. But yeah, this card's really, really good in a deck like this, but I don't know if we want a bunch of them because of the mana requirement, and sometimes double blue is a problem because we are playing Faceless Havens. Geistlight Snare. Sometimes we get to play this for 2 mana because we have Ascendant Spirit, we have the Shackle Geist, maybe the backside of the Malevolent Hermit. So there are something, and also Spectral Adversary is also a spirit. So there's a fair amount of times you're going to actually cast this for just 2, which is good, but making your opponent have to pay 3 for things is very, very good. Then for lands, nice and simple, we're playing 16 snow-covered islands and 4 Faceless Havens. So there are a few odd rares and things in here, but the card deck overall is very cool. So if you're looking for this type of mono blue tempo thing, check out the link in the description if you want to see some gameplay.